Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Ryan.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Oh, yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
And to lighten them up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. At the lighten up loud. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
Yeah. And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon. Outlaw Radio.
Yeah, you got to turn on the old microphone. That's the way that works.
Yeah, there's a lot of buzzing going on here.
Yeah, I know. What? I don't know what that is, man. I don't know. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Hey, welcome, my friends. Welcome to the radio show with no engineer. We have no chief engineer on this show. Welcome to it. Now, for those of you watching us on YouTube and any of the illustrious platforms, look what I'm holding. Spicy swizzle sticks. These are meat sticks used to stir your Bloody Mary. What a great idea. And, of course, I was a little peckish, so I ate them all. And I had a couple with a Bloody Mary, and they work rather nicely. And one little pack of teriyaki beef sticks from our friends in Wisconsin. I'll get more into that in just a few minutes. And yes, I'll make it on the verge of interesting, my friendlies. And then a huge package of venison sausage. And of course, you know, I don't eat venison sausage, so that was gifted my brother, who is treated so kindly from our friends in Wisconsin, but yet he doesn't show today. How about, boy, that's a mighty nice thank you, ain't it? You know,
maybe I won't show and I'll get a gift.
yeah, maybe. Is that the way it works?
I guess so.
You know, just a ginormous. See, you see these swizzle sticks here. That's about 4 ounces of Bloody Mary swizzle sticks, but sausage. But Mart's package, so to speak, was at least 1.5 pounds of this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And did he offer you any?
No, I didn't even. This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, because you like that venison
Yeah,
stuff.
it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
See, so
And I love our Wisconsinites.
it would seem as though my brother Mart would offer you like a little stick of that or so. No,
You would I'm going to have to just give out my address.
just give it out.
Actually, Beth and Tony have it. They were kind enough already. They sent me a box a while back.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're good people. But yeah, I'll get into because I haven't even. I was waiting until the show to read Beth's lovely note. But it's in there in the refrigerator on top of some cheese, which was, a box of cheese.
On top of some cheese.
So I didn't have enough time to grab it, but I will, and give the proper kudos.
Oh, so it was Beth and Tony that sent it over.
To the lovely people.
Love you guys.
Hey, we have a brand new sponsor, and I want you to punch this in, Dave. 763, and we normally don't promote any sort of this is not a narcotic, but as I understand it, it's a natural pill, and but I believe it truly works, and it's up to you to decide. I'm not going to force you to do anything, but I want you to enjoy. I think it's about 60 seconds. Here we go.
I used to believe everything I see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interest at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day. When my disregard for 3rd grade biology began to flare up, I knew it was time for a brain.
Do not try a brain if you're allergic to a brain. Common side effects may include accountability, discernment, homeschooling your kids, a better understanding of economics, awareness of the stupidity of socialism, and diarrhea.
For tethering yourself to reality, the only no-brainer is choosing a brain. Ask your doctor.
They're little blue pills, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so simply grab a brain. My thanks to Upstate Mary. I appreciate her very, very much for sending me that. And welcome, my friends. A lot to get to, so little time. And we are, not that you care, but you should at least know that we are sweating our asses off today. I mean, this is, I think, it's uncharted territory this year.
Yeah, this is the epitome of...
It's about 150 degrees out there, and we have one air conditioner. Thanks to Tattoo Dave, we would be dead right now.
Yeah.
You would be watching and or listening to skeletal remains right this second if Dave didn't install the air conditioner. But with that said,
I'm trying to put another one in here.
yeah, I got to tell you something. It only brings the temperature down to about 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, some of us smoke cigars, which makes it a smoke-filled room. Billy Dilly, our HR man, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this man 2 weeks ago gave up. And okay, let me preface this by telling you, this is a man that was an absolute 100% bona fide, dyed-in-the-wool chain smoker.
Yep.
Even though it was always tough for him to get the links lit. But he went for
3 packs a day.
3 packs. Wait, I don't know why he's off the mic. Are you allergic to the microphone all of a
I
sudden?
said about 3 packs a day, depending.
Yeah, at least 3 packs a day. And I have in the past, I have sort of bitched about the fact that on a Saturday night after the show, after we played some poker, he will be in here. We'll be watching a movie, and and the way he smokes, he takes all of that smoke in and then blows it out so it fills the room. And it got to a point where I had to say, I can't breathe anymore. And I don't bitch about smokers. I mean, cigarettes or I smoke cigars, as you can see. And as you probably know, if you're simply listening to us and not watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, but I am a cigar smoker. So, I'm the last person to bitch about cigarettes, although cigarettes are a different animal. They're chemical laden, and cigarettes are a habit. Cigars are a hobby. All right? Anybody?
I'm in agreement.
Anybody buying that?
As an ex-cigarette smoker,
Yeah.
I'm in agreement.
Well, so Billy Dilly First of all, what would motivate the great Billy Dilly, our HR man, and a man who served our country, hoorah, a good old Marine from Indiana, what would it have been that propelled you to this, after so many years, giving up, and not just giving up a few cigarettes, but chain smoking these damn things, 3 packs a day at the very least? What is the motivation?
Death.
Well, a doctor told me.
Lean into the mic, Billy.
Is there something?
A doctor told me you ought to quit. I said, okay. I quit.
See, I think there's more to it than that.
Yeah,
And,
that was it.
but you know, yeah, he mentioned that to me. So I asked Billy. I said, "So did they do like a scan on your body?" And they did.
No.
And he's well. You said yes.
Yeah, they do that all the time. They did it last week. They don't find nothing on my chest.
And they find nothing in those lungs of his.
no
How about
spots,
that, man? 3 packs.
nothing.
You know, everyone is built differently, obviously. And otherwise, I would think that he'd probably be dead by now.
I got to tell you, when I did something similar to Billy.
Yeah.
Back when the sea started.
Oh, you mean the flu?
The flu.
The China flu.
Yeah, but I ended up with pneumonia as well.
Mm.
So I'm sitting at work in my truck, asleep, and a bunch of guys are around taking pictures because I'm asleep in my truck.
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
right.
You know, it's fun.
Yeah,
but I'm never one to do that.
They didn't dip your hand in ice water.
No, they didn't. I was too high up.
Okay.
I was too high. But I ended up at the doctor, and he told me you got pneumonia, and I had a pack of what's it called, the C pack of penis of.
Oh yeah.
C-pack. Yeah, I had a C-pack, so my doctor goes, I can't understand why you're still like this if you have a C-pack. I go, well, I didn't take it. I got somebody to prescribe that for me just in case I got the vid. And he goes, go home and take it.
Oh, no kidding.
So I went home, I took one pill and instantly started feeling better in a couple hours. But needless to say, on my way home, I threw my pack of cigarettes out the window, and it's been, in March, will be 5 years.
No kidding.
Yep.
No.
And I was also, not a chain, but, 2 packs plus.
That's a lot, man.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yep.
See, it's all about that. It's that. What are you made of? It's sort of a character issue. If you can give it up like that. My father, same way. My father, world's greatest musician, spent some time with him last night. A little jam session here at the house. Brought his horns over, and flutophone. No, there was no flutophone, but saxophone and trumpet.
There was a flute.
And man, did he! Oh, and a flute. And he's the world's greatest musician. So I caught some of that, and then I was forced to attend a little poker, so I had to leave. And by the way, I wanted to do that. It's for the son of a man that I love dearly, and I love his son as well. But it was one of those things. It's like, well, how many years do I have to spend with my parents? And then how pissed is Chris Brown going to be at me if I don't show up? So. I killed 2 birds sort of with one stone. I wish I could have gotten back here earlier and watched a little more of the jam session with my father because he is tremendous. But years ago, and he smoked for, at least 45 years, somewhere in that realm. That's a long time to smoke cigarettes. And one day, he simply gave it up, cold turkey, boom, that was it. And I really respect those who can do such a thing. And I thought that Billy would be the last guy on earth to have that sort of willpower to give it up or even want to give it up. I mean, simply because a doctor tells you and you have no spots on your lung, when you say, well, I may give that up when I have like a spot or two.
It's a habit you got in life. You just have fun in life, and you have different habits. But I had to throw that habit out.
Proud Mary of upstate New York says she's very proud of you, Billy.
Oh, see, that's so nice.
The chat's going on.
But I'll tell you, Billy, how do you wake up in the morning? Because I know that when you would wake up in the morning, the first thing you'd do is light a cigarette. So does that thought cross your mind when you wake up, and then you say, "Oh, I don't smoke. I don't do that anymore." Does that happen?
I just don't smoke.
I know, but you're not.
I got 5 of those vapes in my room.
Okay.
I've got 2 packs of cigarettes on my scooter.
Right.
I got lighters in my pocket.
Oh, that's good.
But I give them away. I don't smoke.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
just don't smoke.
well, nicely done, man. And by the way, he's a lot of folks who give up smoking. They turn into evangelists.
Oh, you gotta love everybody in life.
Well, no, I don't really appreciate those who turn evangelistic about non-smoking. I mean, keep it to yourself. Good going. Congratulations. But Billy's not one of them, because I hate people telling us what to do with our lives. Zach, we know the possible ramifications here.
I didn't know it was bad for you.
Yeah, you didn't know cigarettes were... And
if the Surgeon General recommends them, how could they be bad?
Well, by the way, we learned a lot about the Surgeon General and doctors in general a few years ago during this big fat flu, and how full of crap they are. And any doctors listening right now, obviously it sounds like a blanket statement. I don't hate all you, just most of you. and I'm sure there's a nice minority of doctors who really have their act together. But I'll tell you what, man, by and large, the massive group of doctors prove themselves to be in lockstep with the AMA. And it is, I'll tell you what, it's a cult, and it's you might as well be a Manson family member. But it is ridiculous the contrived concepts that old Fauci and the crew came out with, the whole social distancing. Which, P.S. for those of you who have stuck with old Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio here on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations in America, you know that I have, since day one, since this flu started, I have not changed my view of what this was. And I told you, I said, by the way, the quote, I think, was social distancing, it's made up. It is a fabricated concept, and now they finally come out with it. Oh, yeah, we just sort of made it up. Yeah. Well, so these are doctors, though, Dave.
Yeah.
These are the people
Well, if you remember correctly, it was more than just being made up, because at the time, every case of the C, they were given an allotment of money.
Oh, no, big time. Oh,
so this is more than just made up. It was a scheme.
Oh, a total scheme.
Scam-a-lama ding-dong, as you would say.
A total scheme, because all of the hospitals, they received massive amounts of money from the government.
Every time. So everybody magically died of the,
Yeah, of the C, and everyone who was admitted into their hospital, and they could show that they had the C.
Yeah, so if you run over by a bus...
Correct. If you run over by a bus...
It was a C bus.
But you had the C, then that was a death due to that. Hey, I'll tell you what, man, the Cancer Society has been doing this forever. And to this day, that billboard, it's been a while since I've been over there, but gun to my head, I would guarantee it's still there. Right over there, probably about 22 minutes from where we do our thing here in the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from Woke Hollywood, on Santa Monica Boulevard, a giant billboard that lists the number of deaths due to smoking. It is fabricated, It is made up, and it goes back to Mark's comment that if you fall off a cliff but you happen to be a smoker, that is a smoking death. That's how they get those stats.
Yep.
So, who do you... I always trusted the docs. I always trusted the doctors. I always thought, well, they got their act together. I'll tell you what, man, it's like anything else. It's politics. And in my opinion, that's a dirty, rotten shame. It's an ugly thing. By the way, you hear that clomping around. That's Billy Dilly, who just cannot control himself. He keeps hitting the table and the microphone. Billy, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Here's what I've noticed, though, over the last 2 weeks, except for right this second on the show. And this brings a smile to my face because you seem to be sort of enjoying life today. But for the last couple weeks...
Yeah, you've been a downer.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you noticed it? He's never a downer.
We talk about it. Marty and I talk about it.
Yeah, he's never a downer, but he's just been sort of... Well, I'm loving life.
Yeah, I'm just having fun.
Which way did he go?
I'm just having fun. What happened to my tail?
Mary, I love you too, Mary.
What happened to my tail, Pooh Bear?
Miss Lynette's on the air, too. She says, congratulations, Billy. She's proud of you.
Yeah. Well, see, that's, they're all proud of you. But, so are you out of that slump, or were you aware that you were in a slump for the last 2 weeks? You did give up drinking for...
2 days.
How long was? No, how long? It was around.
It was over a week.
Yeah, it was around the time he gave up cigarettes, and this was cigarettes
It irritated me.
and booze at the same damn time for a Billy Dilly who has been known to enjoy a quaff or two.
Or 40.
I'm having a bush.
Yes, you are.
And some beer.
But he's back at it with the booze, and but it seems to me when they're checking out your body, did they throw anything down your gullet to check the old liver? I mean, you check the lungs, but the liver.
They had me on so many antibiotics.
Yeah,
and
that's
all different weird.
Notice how he doesn't answer the question. Boy, this guy's could be a
They
politician.
checked all me
Yeah, but what about your liver? Did they check your liver?
from my head to my toe.
Did they ask if you drank alcohol? Because doctors love to ask.
Of course, I tell them I drink beer.
Yeah, a beer or two? Is that what you? I bet you
Oh
said.
yeah, I said a beer or two.
Well, if it's just
or
a
three.
Yeah. So if it's
Or 27.
so the doctors will say, well, if it's just a beer or two, we don't have to check the old liver. Yeah.
No. They check the liver.
Yeah. Well, and nothing. Okay. See, this man is
I'm happy.
this man is Frankenstein. You can't
Yes.
kill him. It's like Donald Trump. You can't kill him. That's the only thing.
Man!
That's the only thing that'll keep that
I
man.
like that lady that saved his life.
I'm going to have to hold up your sticker here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
turned his head
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
and said thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, he is. That's the only way he will lose this election is if someone offs him. And I'm afraid. I truly am afraid of this because what have we said on this show since day one? They, meaning them, those a-holes who are not lovers of America, like you and I and all of us in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar. They will do anything to win and keep power under their control. And it's, you know what it is? It's a sickness, and it is. Yeah, it's very, very sad. But Billy, back on the booze. I'm glad about that because I think you would have been a horror to be around. That first week, you can give us another. I came in late, so you can give us another minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I waited a minute.
But okay. But Billy, God bless you, and I'm glad you're back on the booze because it was a horror that first week. It really sucked.
That's the next thing I probably got to give up is my booze.
Yeah, but
so I'm trying to take time.
But then why do you want to live? I mean, what is life?
It scares me.
I don't.
I gotta find a
I
way.
have never trusted anyone that doesn't have a drink or two every day. Okay, take us out. Coming up, Dinesh has some really cool stuff with Islamic character, and this $20 minimum wage has killed businesses. Oh, by the way, not one to boast, as predicted by us here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, has killed businesses in California to the point where many are going out of business. And the Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's, it'll blow you away. Blow you away how much this bargain breakfast is these days. Thank you, Gavin Newsom, and thank you, Bidenflation, and one of the most beloved Italian restaurant chains out of business. That's the way it works when it comes to idiot sticks running the government and not caring a lick for you or I or small businesses. You know, it's all about big business. Keep those guys running. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Taking a ride with my best friend. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio. The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion. Magic Matt Allen.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my friendlies. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble. Finest radio stations throughout the country. Of course, it's $20 minimum wage here in California. You know, whatever California does, the other idiot stick blue states do the same damn thing. And everyone warned Gavin Newsom that this would happen. It sounds like a good idea. Well, let's give him a living wage. That's not what it is. It's a starter gig. You know, slinging burgers at a McDonald's and making fries. It's a starter stinking gig. It ain't something that you're supposed to live on your entire life. You're supposed to sort of look toward the future, you know, and make something of yourselves. Or at the very least, become a manager. You know, become a manager at McDonald's, then the $20 an hour has nothing to do with it. But it is a terrible thing for the economy and the economics of these fast food joints. And as I understand it, a McDonald's, I'll get to this. You know, I have it right here in front of me. And how much it costs now for a friggin' burger and fries and a soda at a McDonald's will blow your mind. It probably won't, because you know. See, I won't pay this. I will not. No matter how hungry I am, I'll buy some damn rice and a dozen eggs for $20.
I mean, you know what? In a way, it's a blessing, because you don't eat that crap anyway.
Yeah, and I love fast food.
I do too, but it's terrible for me.
I mean, even our beloved In-N-Out Burger had to up their prices over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, but wasn't it $1?
But whatever it is, a dollar as compared $1 on top of an In-N-Out double, which is now or was about $5.50, that would make it $6.50.
Yeah.
That's a huge increase.
Yeah, but I mean, they're trying to help. I mean, you know, McDonald's, you go to McDonald's and you're getting the same meal for $13.
Yeah, see, I don't understand these days, although, you know, I would assume sort of a good American company, and I'm not saying don't go there, but my God, if there's an In-N-Out near you and you want to throw some money down, that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Denny's Lumberjack Slam, this platter tripled in cost, making it $18 for the Lumberjack Slam. This is ridiculously expensive, just choking inflation and the labor costs. And in order for them to stay in business, in fact, I didn't even think of this. Punch in Denny's on the little machine there. I think it'll come up. It is a classic. This goes back years, and this goes back when you could pick up a Lumberjack Slam, I think for about $6.
No,
maybe $5.
Not found.
It's not under. I never would have gotten rid of that. DENNY. Just try that. I can't imagine. I would never have.
Nothing.
I'll be a son of a bitch. God, I'm just starting to hate this show. Denny's breakfast platter has apparently just gone through the roof, and a post on Reddit shows an image of the restaurant's menu where the price of the Lumberjack Slam sits at $17.99. The New York Post reported on Friday that a decade ago, just 10 years ago, it cost around $5.99. Right. $5.99. Do the math on this. This is ridiculous. And this doesn't include the premium option of upgrading the pancakes to double berry banana. And if I'm going to order that, I want my double berry banana. And you can throw a cinnamon roll or a choco nana for an extra $3.09, which would bring the entire breakfast at a Denny's of all places for $21.08 pre-tip without tax. I mean, that is friggin' ridiculous.
It's going to cost you $30.
Oh, it's just when it's all said. Well, that's two people. You're up to $40. So a cup of coffee. I don't know. What are they doing now? $2.99, $4 now. Yeah, social media users quick to comment on the Post report. One person writing, "That's Bidenomics. Democrats have killed the country." Well, ain't that the truth? Yeah. Another user someone else said, "Bidenomics, it's only going to get higher if you vote for Harris, and you know it." And that's just the black and white. Why do you even need us to tell you that? Why is there even a gray area? And why is the race even close? Even though I don't think it is, I think Trump is way out in front.
The liberal media is doing everything they can
to prop her up.
Prop her up and say, "Oh, the polls are better for her now."
Yeah. I think the reality is that Trump is way up and still continually way up in the swing states. On the Denny's website, the restaurant menu said the Lumberjack Slam's price started at $16.29. The platter includes buttermilk pancakes, grilled ham, bacon strips, sausage links, eggs, hash browns, and choice of bread. Now, the problem we run into? Hey, Billy, stop that, please. See this? Billy was he better off the booze? I don't think he was.
I heard the door.
You heard the door, I know, but then you mess up the curtain for those of those beautiful folks trying to watch us on YouTube. I bet they even feel the heat of 150 degrees wafting in the studio and coming out the microphones. That hurt, didn't it, folks? So the platter includes buttermilk, hash browns, choice of, and you're thinking that, well, that's a lot of food for that amount. You know who says that? The young'uns who don't know, those who are 20, 21, maybe 24 years old, that were kids 10 years ago when that thing was only $5.99. So they have nothing to compare it to, and they think, well, that's just the cost of going out and having breakfast. And that is a major problem. And it's about educating these kids. Not that do you think they'd care? Especially if they're making a ton of money like a lot of these 22-year-olds, but not at a McDonald's or not at a fast food place. In July, a woman was shocked when she realized how much it would cost her to buy a fast food meal for her family. This crippling inflation, man. Joe Biden's America. When a woman pulled up to the drive-thru of El Pollo Loco, she saw that a family meal at El Pollo Loco, we're talking chicken here, still an quote-unquote inexpensive poultry item, $43. Oh. $43. Oh. I know a year ago, 2 years ago, it was $20. It was $20 for the family meal deal. Yeah. And El Pollo Locos, can you tell I'm a white guy? Oh yeah, yo soy Mágico Mateo. I'm trying to redeem myself.
El Pollo Loco.
Yo soy Mágico Mateo en la mañana. Ay, 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 ay. Vamos a la playa. Ha 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 ha. El Pollo Loco's website advertised family meals, but doesn't appear to show the prices. It was unclear what state the TikTok user was in when she viewed the menu. In June. Well, that was just about a month ago. McDonald's launched a $5 meal deal as prices soared under the Biden leadership. The $5 deal contrasts the price of the Big Mac value meal, a Big Mac burger, a medium beverage, and a medium fries meal now costs $18 in some places. Yeah. How with a straight face do you hand over that $20 bill? And here in California, with the taxes, it's just there's my 20, and look what I get for that.
Hey, you owe me $1.12 still.
Yeah. Oh, this is a sickness. And I was talking with my brother's daughter, my niece, lovely gal. She's a teacher in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, and I have a feeling that Washington State is even more woke lefty than California. It is nuts, the crap that is going down there. Case in point, what about on Capitol Hill when those reprobates took over the entire area and made it their own state, and they're burning the flags, and they're burn the flag on your own time, you idiot sticks. And by the way, that's what makes us a free country. You can do stupid things and lawfully get away with it. But there is a Washington state mandate, which is a 72-hour parental notification if a kid ends up in a shelter, the shelter does not have to notify their parents for 72 hours, especially if they're transitioning. And we're talking about kids way under the age of 18. And for 72 hours, the parents have no idea where their child is because they ran away, because their parents wouldn't give them the blockers and so on to make them a male or a female. And Washington state law now, those authorities at the shelters can wait 72 stinking hours to notify the parents. Imagine you as a parent, and 4 hours is a long time. 20 minutes. I remember I was in Venice Beach, California, so many years ago, and I was there with my daughter Alexandra and Lori Downey Jr., our former producer, Lori and her daughter, and all of a sudden. And how do I explain Venice? I guess those of you who sort of think of Southern California will think of Venice because it's the whole sidewalk there with all the skaters, and it's on the beach. Although
the boardwalk.
Yeah, and the boardwalk, and all the little restaurants and all the little tchotchke shops where you buy the I Heart California bumper stickers and T-shirts.
Endless, needless things.
Of course. And so we're in like a dress shop, and do I want to be there? No, but I'm there with 3 females, and they're looking around. I turn my head. I can't find Alexandra. Okay? I don't freak. And by the way, it takes a lot to freak me out. And so I look, and I'm not freaked out. I'm looking. I don't see her in the store. I walked around the store. I didn't see her in the store. I walked out the store. I didn't see her. Now, I honest to God, started panicking. That's my daughter. And thank God, even though it took another, do you know how long 3 minutes is when you don't know where your daughter is?
Eternity.
You bet your ass, Dave.
Hell yeah.
In a crowd of people with, and a lot of those folks there are miscreants and pickpockets and a-holes. You know that. You've lived here all your life, Dave.
Of course. And sex traffickers.
Oh, yeah. And that's, of course, the first thing. It's like, oh, son of a bitch, man.
Right.
And boom, and I forgot what happened, but she appeared, and it's like
she came out of the bathroom.
But that turned out, hey Dave, and my friends here on the panel here in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, including Billy and not limited to Mark C.G. Boyer, that was in my estimation, the greatest moment and my greatest memory in my life when I saw her. And I knew nothing nasty had happened.
Yeah.
It is the greatest. We should be going to break right about now.
All right.
When we return, Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, reportedly cheated on his first wife with a nanny. So
it's always the nanny.
Well, it's all about a character issue, and it sort of gives you the impression that old Dougie and Kamalato deserve to be together, right?
Oh, yeah.
And J.D. Vance on full arena audience, Trump-Harris debate, and the fact that Harris didn't want to do it. And at first, Trump was saying, "Well, okay, let's do this on Fox." I mean, it's only fair. It's always friggin' ABC. It's always ABC. Let's do it on Fox. I'll give you the rundown on that and a bunch of other stuff when we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Forget the wolves in the ceilings. Baby, let's go party. Get 'em all in a feeling. Baby, let's go party. I'm getting looks to deliver. Throwing my head to the skies. The way you move sends shivers, making the earth seem fire. catch a loose, you deliver. Throwing my head through the skies. The way you move sends shivers, making the earth seem fire. Love is incredible, and we're hitting critical. Turn it up, let's get physical. Baby, let's go. Baby, let's go. Yeah, we can move like light. No one makes us feel alive. Take your heart up on mine. Baby, let's go.
Like a drunk brother with bad breath who's funny sometimes and other times you have no idea what he's talking about. Like a Facebook friend with a real bad attitude. Like that movie that you never wanted to see, but it's the only thing on. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Yeah, old Kamala Toe refused the Fox News September 4th debate with Donald Trump in Pennsylvania. And I think we sort of know why if you saw her speak for the first time without a cue card a couple days ago when she was talking about diplomacy. And the great thing about diplomacy is that our president is diplomatic, and the fact that he's diplomatic is the great thing about diplomacy. And yeah, I was worried there. I was worried there for a moment because I thought, oh, she's got this momentum going for her, and there are enough idiot sticks in the United States of America, unfortunately, that may want to cast their vote for the first female, the first lady of color to be president. Because she'd make a great president? Oh, no, no. But she's a woman of color, and wouldn't that be cool to have a? No, it wouldn't be cool if she were the right person to be a president. Yeah, and had her act together and wasn't a dumbbolt. So I was a little worried until I happened to watch her on camera and flubber, debubber, banana fana faux flubber, and as scared as I was, I felt good again.
Let's talk in a circular manner and say nothing.
That's what she does, man. And that's why, why can't we just have that debate now and get it over with and get it done? And then they can choose someone else. I mean, that's what they do. It's like, okay, Kamala didn't work. Come on in. Let's see. Contestant number 3. What do you think? Just anyone off the street. Are you
can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been.
Of course you are.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
Yes.
What can be
unburdened by a brain.
Okay. Has been.
Yeah,
she needs the little blue pill.
Oh, that's Kamala. You mean she needs a brain? Yeah. But I'd rather with her stance on America and the fact that she is more woke per capita and more socialist and more lefty than Biden. I'm glad she's not smart to go along with that. Because that now you have all that name calling, oh, Trump's Hitler and so no. Now you do have a Stalin or you do have an Adolf Hitler. Because what she's missing to be that dictator is the smarts. The problem is she has enough folks behind her. One guy I'm thinking of, Barack. He was president at one time, and he will. Boy, does he want her in there so bad so he can pull the strings. But if she doesn't work out at the debate, as predicted on this show, why was the debate so early? What did I tell you? Yeah. I said it's early because they want to figure out if he's the guy or not. And they either that or they knew he wasn't the guy, and they had to show the supporters that he wasn't the guy, and so it's okay for him to go away.
You know what I was thinking, Matt, too, on that subject? Was,
yeah.
Would it have been in our benefit for Trump to not do the debate?
No, I have thought about that as well. I thought about that as well. It's like leave him in there. But I got to tell you, as I said about a year and a half ago, in my opinion, Dave, it was a fait accompli.
Yeah.
It was going to happen regardless because of the degradation of his mental
well, you were
health.
adamant about that.
You
have been, and I was wrong.
But you bring up a great point because do I want him in there? Yes, I do want him in there. But unfortunately, we don't always get what we want. Thank you, Mick Jagger. 82 years old, by the way.
And still going.
82 years old and still dancing on stage.
Unlike Steven Tyler.
Yeah. And that's a man that I love. I got a pic right over there. I'm pointing to it to my right. I got a picture of Steven and I at Z100 in New York.
Yep.
He was one of the more affable guys. Would just stop by the radio station, say hi, and what a talent. But when you hit falsettos for that many years,
it's got to do something.
It's got to take its toll on your cords, man. They were ready September. They were going out on tour again. Now it's done.
I actually read something that they are going to try to continue this tour till the end, and then it'll be done.
Yeah, they're not on tour now. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
On the street, I was talking to a man. He said there's so much, but there's nothing, man, that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. You need direction, yeah, you need a name. When you're standing at the crossroads, you'll be high, we look the same. After a while,
the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Our main event! Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. Lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
Yeah, a lot of drinking, smoking, interrupting until it was almost 6 o'clock in the morning this morning. Out there with my brother Mart.
Oh, you guys stayed out there a long time.
Oh, Dave. Well, it was one of those magical times when I'm there with my brother and my niece and my nephew.
Yeah, it was good.
And and I love them both. I really do. These are good kids. And Michael is one hell of a musical artist. Not to mention, he puts together, what do they call those things?
I don't know, but they were incredible.
Yeah. How do you describe them? They're not statues, but
they're figures, shapes. They're geometric.
Yeah, and he works with this dude who is just kicking ass, and he sells these things for gazillions of dollars to idiot stick celebrities with money to burn who will buy an oblong piece of metal that is painted silver.
Listen, I want him to make me a coffee table.
Yeah, that'll cost you $300,000.
Yeah, well.
But it was fun and copious amounts of bourbon and cigars until damn near 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's crazy.
And I have to wake up early because I do have a modicum of show prep, and that would have been different if it were tonight, and then I could wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. It just did. It was, and as I'm sitting there, I know I'm hurting myself. I know it's a bad idea. It's a bad thing to do, but it's a good thing because my nephew Michael, he is so into classic old movies, and his favorite is anything by Sergio Leone.
Yeah,
he loves Sergio Leone, and his favorite movies are the spaghetti westerns with Clint Eastwood. But even better than those, he loves any of those spaghetti western, those B movies, starring his favorite actor, Lee Van Cleef. This kid who is 38 years old, loves Lee Van Cleef. And Lee Van, one of the unsung heroes of the cinema.
Is he 38? I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Jackie's 28, right?
Yeah. Now he's 38 years old, man.
It was a great night. I'm glad I left when I did, or I'd be jelly today. But yeah, it was really nice hanging out with them.
Yeah, and especially hanging out with Mike. And by the way, I would say hanging out with some folks of like minds. But these two are not. They're not conservative. They're not. They're a little too liberal for my taste. But they're such good kids and such great hearts that all I can do is, tell them the truth.
And they play along.
And lead them in the right direction. Yeah. And, hopefully some of it will make sense. I think that Michael is really, truly starting to get it.
Yeah, he was definitely opening up last night.
Yeah, because his boss is this dude from
Britain.
Yeah, so he's a British man. And so I assume right off the bat, the guy's British. So he's got to be a big lefty. No, he made some comments about, can we just get over this crap and get Trump back in office?
Yeah.
That's Michael's boss.
Yeah.
And that, that has an effect. Now, one of his best friends who works with him is a major lefty vegan. He told me a story that they went to a sandwich shop, and this guy is just sort of just a guy that I could probably spend maybe 2 seconds with until I wanted to throw him under a bus, because he's just that sort of squishy, icky, Trump-hating vegan on top of it all. And they ordered sandwiches, and so Michael, my nephew's friend, orders his whatever the old lettuce sandwich with tomato and onion, and no cheese.
Can't do it.
So here's what happened. So it came to him, and they said, yeah, fine. When they got back to the office with the sandwiches, he had provolone on his sandwich. Dig this. So he said, oh, they put provolone on my sandwich. Michael, would you please take it off my sandwich? I don't want to touch it.
But he's going to eat the bread and lettuce that we're touching.
That's what we're dealing with. I don't want to touch it, so Michael removed the provolone from his... Is that ill?
Yeah.
These are some of the idiot sticks that are out there casting a vote.
I like a nice provolone.
I'm a big fan of a provolone on any sort of Italian cold cut sandwich. It's the best. It is the best cheese.
I get it on a meatball sandwich.
Oh, because it belongs there. Yeah, that's what you want to do. But anyway, 6 o'clock in the morning, man, drinking, smoking. That's just.
Did you get any rest?
I got very little sleep. The last time I did that, Doug Stanhope was over to the show. And Doug Stanhope is one of the more brilliant comedians. What I love about old Dougie, we were very, very close. And I call his number. I need to email him because I don't even know if this is his correct number anymore. But he made the statement the first time he was on the show. And the great Doug Stanhope has been on this show at least 12 to 15 times. But his first appearance, he said, Matt, this show is better than Howard Stern. And this is coming from Doug Stanhope, who is, he tells it like it is. So whether it is or not, that's his opinion. And I love the guy dearly. And why was I bringing up Doug? Oh, because Michael is a huge Doug Stanhope fan. And those who, because Doug's around our age, right in there. Not Mark. He's really old. But around
it's just you and me, really, Matt.
Yeah, just us. He's around our age, but and he lives up there in Bisbee, Arizona, and he's a nutty guy. But what I appreciate about him, and I guess why I can relate with him, is Doug Stanhope sees things differently. He looks at things differently. And my hand is in the air. It's tough to go through your life seeing things completely in a different manner, and I've suffered from that. And I don't even know if that's boastful. That's just who I am, and I can't change.
And Doug has the ability to articulate that alternate view and really make you laugh.
So what, Mark? Did you see Mark just throw me under the bus? So what he's saying by that statement is I don't have that ability.
Okay. So if you want to go there. Okay.
So thank God Doug Stanhope can make you laugh. That's have I ever mentioned how much I hate Mark C.G. Boyer?
That's why we sat him at the kiddie table last night.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You mean during poker?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By the way, that's where I should have been sitting with the folks who know nothing about poker. That's where I should have been sitting. Yeah, I got clobbered at the very end, and you never want to lose on the last hand of the night. No. That's always the pisser because it sticks with you,
especially to the one nemesis guy that you.
And that's what happened last night. And real quickly, because not everyone's into poker, but I'll distill this down. We're playing Texas Hold'em.
Yep.
And a game that I'm not real fond of anyway. I'm not a big fan of Texas Hold'em, but it's the game that all the kids are playing, and it's always on YouTube and always on all the social media sites. It's the big game. And so we're stuck playing that, and it was going to be my last hand anyway. I said this is my last hand, and So I have a pair of eights, pocket eights, and I just say jam it. So I put in, my $20, which is that's big for us on this poker night, this specific night last night.
Yeah, because it was $1, $2.
Yeah. So I put in $20. It's like, just, if you can beat me, beat me. I didn't say that, but it's like I got pocket eights. I'm ahead of the majority of people at this table, so let's go. So Dave folds, the counselor, an attorney, good dude. To my left, he folds, fold. I'm thinking, okay, good. So I get the pot, and then who is it? The terrorist. The terrorist calls me. Now, there's a reason, my friends, watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, and you have to punch it in that way. And would you like us? Would you put in a like and comments and subscribe? Would you? How would that make your butt hurt to do that? So the dude, here's why I'm telling you this. He stays in with a Queen 7 of spades. After you're laughing, Mark, because it's an idiot. Because it's an idiot call.
You can't beat stupid.
No, you can't. It's an idiot call. So now all of a sudden, there's I don't know what the other two cards, but an ace shows up. So an ace, the one card, I don't want to see an ace, but an ace and whatever. And the problem is, this guy is known for loving aces and won't throw his hand away no matter what, if it's a bad ace. And in the business, when you say a bad ace, you're talking about an ace 3, an ace 7. A good ace is an ace king, ace queen, ace jack. But he's known, even if he has an ace 4 or crapola unsuited, if he has an ace, he'll make the call. So now an ace shows up. Now what I'm thinking is, okay, I just got to pile it in. I just got to bet pot now, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid because he's known for this. So let me just check it and see where the hell I am. He checks. Now, he's not known to check if he has an ace. So now it's the turn and...
Another blank.
Yeah, another blank. Another insignificant card.
But a spade.
A spade, which makes it 2 spades?
Yes.
2 spades on the board, which, by the way, who cares? Right?
Well, now he has more incentive to stick around.
Who cares? And so was it at that point that I threw in more money?
No, you never did.
No,
no, he did.
Oh, yeah, he did. Which, by the way, with nothing.
Right.
With absolutely nothing, he puts in 20. I call, and then another spade shows up. And I think I bet, and then he raised me.
No, you checked, and he bet 40.
No. I bet, and he raised me.
Oh, he raised you 40.
Because I remember having to. I was so pissed.
Yeah,
I was so pissed off. I just boom. At that point, I'm going to call, and it's a good call because there was a queen, by the way, on board, and I had a good queen. It was like a king queen.
Oh, you had pocket eights.
Oh, that's right, pocket eight. Yeah, I was thinking of a.
That was another hand. I remember that one. That was against whoever was on my.
Yeah,
left.
that was another hand that I stayed in. And by the way, that was a good call, but I lost. Yeah. It was a good call. I had to call it, but I lost. And this one, I just boom threw it out there, and the guy makes a frickin' flush.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ridiculous hand to stay in.
Yeah, it was ugly.
So anyway,
you would have got him off the hand if you had bet the turn.
Yes, the turn. You're right. You're right. I would have.
We talked about it. Yeah.
But I'm still, I'm still worried about the ace. I shouldn't have been at that point. I should have just put the hammer down and say, okay, wherever the chips may fall,
exactly.
I got to do it.
But because it's the same result.
You're right. You bet your ass.
You're going to lose the same amount of money as he says.
That's
so
right.
Putting the money out and getting him to fold.
Exactly.
Is a better
exactly. Yep.
But
it's a lesson learned.
No, a guy like this, man, shouldn't be playing poker. It's like,
he shouldn't be invited.
Do I want to play against him all the time? Yeah. I mean, a guy like this, you can beat. I mean,
we have a read on him.
He gets lucky, He simply gets lucky.
But we have a read on him.
Yeah. Hello, Matt and the gang. This is my favorite folks. Well, no. I can't say my favorite. There are so many. You're all my favorites who participate in this show known as Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio there in Wisconsin. You are the finest people on the planet. Specifically, here, I just opened this up. She always puts it in a little plastic bag. I just love her for that. She says, Matt, We heard your call for cheese and sausage, so it's Tony and Beth to the rescue. Ha ha. Your show was great as usual. Thank you very much. You did multitasking, 2 jobs. Yeah, I did, and it sucked. That was last week. Boy,
it's good to be needed.
Boy, yeah, well, you are. Boy, we are in for a big fight with Camel Toe Harris running. Yeah, we hope Ralph is right about this being a honeymoon period. Yeah, Ralph Odierna, who he has the flu. So
how about that, Ralph? I guess he's not really Italian.
He's because you challenged him.
Well, no, I mean he didn't. He's sick and he doesn't show up. I mean, what the heck?
Yeah, well, because he was throwing you under the bus for not being here last Saturday.
He was going to get a good mouthful today.
That's funny. And then he did. You know, Dave, our producer, Tattoo Dave, told Ralph. He said, "I'm going to punch you in the face when you show up." So I just wonder if that has anything to do with his this feigning his illness. Anyway, we'll keep fighting the fight because we love America. Love you all, Tony and Beth. And listen, I'm the last person to look a gift horse in the mouth. However, me, I go on record as saying that if you're, and I did, we do need cheese, and the cheese, oh man, I had some 14-year aged cheese the other day and offered some to my brother and my niece, and it is simply so different. It's crumbly because it's aged, but the flavor is massiveness. Nobody makes cheese like Wisconsin, and it was so good. And then at the beginning of the show, you know, I pointed out that these little spicy swizzle sticks for your Bloody Mary were tremendous. And I was very peckish, not even to mention that I was hungry at that point. So I ate them all, and they were really good. Is this a bone to pick? No. And do I look a gift horse in the mouth? I hope not. However, if you're sending a large package of sausage, it would seem to me that your loyal, lovely host, I have my hand in the air, Magic Matt.
Just like he doesn't care.
It seems to me that, yeah, I'm waving my arms, my hands in the air, like I just don't care. What's my mother effing name? Thanks, Mark, for getting me off track and thinking about Snoop Dogg. Because about 4:20 in the morning, I said, you know what we got to hear right now? What's my name? Snoop Dogg. So we're blasting it outside. We're lucky not to be in jail, and the neighbors are cordial. So where was I now? So
the cheese.
Okay. So I'm simply saying that why would you gift my brother a pound and a half of venison sausage when I made it clear that that the venison and the elk or the moose or whatever, the Moose Lodge sausage, those are not my go-to. I like the beef. I like the pork. Simply, so you have no reason to attempt to curry favor with my brother. He can do nothing for you. That's not that I can, but I'm simply saying that, am I making sense here? A pound and a half, and I'm looking a gift horse in the mouth. If the swizzle sticks, 4 ounces, okay, but tasty. And then these teriyaki from Smith Brothers Meats, teriyaki beef strips, 3 ounces. So
yeah, you ate all those too?
Oh, yeah, 3 ounces, Dave.
I'm calling you later, Beth. Yeah. I'm going to call you later.
No. Oh, yeah.
Taste.
Yeah, go ahead and add insult to injury. Yeah, send him stuff and not me this time. My point is that let's do if you really want to give my brother some venison or some of those gamey sort of meat products, then make it the 4-ounce or 7-ounce version and give up the big old pack for your loyal host, Magic Matt.
Yours truly.
So, Tony, Beth, I love you. Boy, that was a backhanded compliment, wasn't it? My apologies, even though this is a no apology zone. But I think I make sense there, right? I mean, why are you kissing my brother's ass?
Hey, he's not
nice
even, people
he's not even here today. I mean, he's not, my brother, Alex. Oh, well, my daughter's in town. Well, you could have come in with her. Yeah. We have an extra microphone. She could have been here, and instead we get stuck with Billy Dilly. This is not fair today. See, Billy, I'm just.
You gotta love life. Enjoy.
Just have fun.
Yeah, that's Billy's. It's sort of his mantra. Well, I'm just having fun, and and I agree with most of the things that comes out of his pie hole. Believe it or not, because he's a very positive person. But the one statement that he makes consistently, I am not on board with. And what is that? You know the one. I love everybody. I love everybody.
Until they tell me I don't.
Until they tell me I don't. Well, that's.
Sorry, then I don't love you.
No.
I'll move on.
Yeah, but that's the difference. I don't love everybody.
You got to earn love.
Hey, you got to respect and earn. But I'll tell you what.
Yeah, what?
When they tell you you don't, you don't go back.
And by the way,
See ya.
For those of you in Indiana, is that the way you talk? Is that the way you? Is that it? All right, I love you, Billy.
I haven't a clue.
Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, reportedly cheated on his first wife with a nanny. I guess he wanted to be just like Schwarzenegger. Got her pregnant. Second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, the husband of Vice President Kamala Harris, reportedly cheated on his first wife, film producer Kirsten Emhoff, with their nanny and got her pregnant. I mean, you can distill this down to character. It's a character issue. If you're messing around on your spouse, something I have never done. If I don't want to be in a relationship, then I will skedaddle. But that shows you who this a-hole is right in the beginning. But then to be stupid enough to get his nanny pregnant? Explain to me how that works. I mean, I'm a heterosexual guy, so I get it. I got the libido at whatever my entire life, I guess beginning at 15 and a half years old, and I have a massive libido, not one to boast, and so I love the feminine wiles, but my God, how can you be such a dumbass? I thought Mark had an answer to this.
I was going to, but you covered it.
Oh, okay. Because you're my go-to guy when I want to fact-check dumbass.
Yeah. And penguins.
See, I can't help myself, and I do. Even though it's a no apology zone, I almost want to apologize because I love Mark very much. Mark was nice enough to come over here early last night and take me over to the poker game because I had a Mai Tai or two, and I don't drink and drive, and Mark doesn't drink, and he barely drives. But just enough to get me there.
I'm wondering if I did drink, I might drive better.
Yeah, you probably would. It would probably correct your vision. J.D. Vance on Full Arena Audience, the Trump-Harris debate. Trump thrives. Harris, she's incredibly bad, unscripted. If you saw her a few days ago and talking about the diplomacy and the president, and we're lucky to have a president with diplomacy because diplomacy and the president and the diplomacy is the greatest thing if it's diplomacy that is pursed out of the lips of our president. This is the good news, my friends. She truly is a big dummy. Former President Donald Trump, they were supposed to debate Vice President Kamala Harris. Would you quit bumping things, Billy? I love you, but why are you bumping? Down to the nightclub, bump de bump de bump city. Where am I? Trump made the announcement on Truth Social that he wants to debate Kamala on Fox. Well, what's wrong with that? Since they always keep it to the liberal media, it's about time we did a little debate. At least one, right? One debate on Fox? Agreeing to a Fox News debate with Harris, September 4th. Full arena audience. Look, I think it's great, Vance said, addressing the Harris campaign's recent made-up narrative, asserting over the last several days that Trump was too afraid to debate Harris. Hey, and by the way, who's going to believe that?
Yeah.
Who on earth is going to... Boy, that crap that comes out of these lefties' pie holes, man. I mean, they are liars. The Kamala campaign has been saying for a long time that President Trump is afraid to debate Kamala Harris, which, of course, is absurd. because the last time he debated their nominee, could you turn that off for just a second? We're not even there yet.
We are there.
No, trust me. It's absurd because the last time he debated their nominee, that nominee withdrew 2 weeks later. Vance said, explaining that Trump simply said he could not do a debate prior to the Democratic National Convention in case Democrats decide to switch their nominee again. And it's true. Like, why debate people who may not even be the nominee?
Right.
I mean, what is the point? All right, more when we return in mere minutes. Plus, Kamala has refused. She has refused this Fox News September 4th debate with Donald Trump. So,
good.
Who's lying now?
Looking for a place to party. I jumps into my ride and I hit the road. 'Cause there's only one place to go. Down to the nightclub. To the nightclub, you can get what you want if you know how to find it. To the nightclub, ooh, we be slick, 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 and ooh, the people be bumping and bumping. The joint be jumping and bumping. The mamas be humping and bumping. Hey, while the band be pumping, shut the band be pumping. To the nightclub, well, if you got the dough, the liquor will flow. To the nightclub, turn on a drum, down to the nightclub, go bump, down to the nightclub, slick, down to the nightclub, go bump, down to the nightclub. Down to the nightclub.
passive aggressive has a new home. You're listening to Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
It's Outlaw Radio time!
Oh, yeah. Little old Magic Matt, your man behind the microphone, suffering succotash today. Up till 6 in the morning with my brother and my niece and nephew. It was great while it was happening. You know, nothing is free in life, man. Nothing is free. You notice that? All the good tasting foods are bad for you. All the fried food. Chicken fried steak, one of my favorite items. One of my favorite food items on the planet. Not good for you at all. Bacon? Oh, I love bacon. Fried bacon, sign me up. Not good for you. All the good things, all the good tasting things, not good for you. But I'll tell you what, that tofu, that tastes like crap. I don't care what you say. Yeah, but you can flavor it with this. Okay, you flavor it with that. I'm going to eat my fried food and die young. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out. You know, talk about great food. It was a regular or irregular, because it was my family, soiree here last night. And while I was at poker, I missed a lot of the great jam session, and that pisses me off. But, you know, I'm only one person. I'm just one person. And so I can't be at two places at one time. But when we finally made it home, everyone was still here, but they were sort of on their way out. And both figuratively and I can't help myself. I can't help myself. But my dad was in fine form, playing his horns and keyboard and singing last night. He's never been better, and he's a birthday boy. He just had a birthday a couple days ago. Happy birthday to my father. And my other niece was here, little Tiffany, little troublemaker. And she has a really cool boyfriend. He's a sweet dude, and he's one of us. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you in the camera here, watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. You know what I'm saying. He loves America. Enough said? And yeah, he's a good guy. And my other, is she my niece? She's my niece, my sister's daughter. And boy, she gave me the cold shoulder right off the bat.
I thought Tiffany was your sister's daughter.
Yes, you're right. So
great niece.
She's right? She's my great niece, and
Haley, right? You're talking about Haley?
Haley, yeah. And boy, did she gave me the stink eye right off the bat, just like ooh, because I do get the impression that this gal has been sucked into the vortex of wokeness, and knows where I stand. But see, I don't make that an issue. I love her nonetheless, and it's not about politics with me and relatives, but it will always be the left that makes it an issue. It's never us, man. I mean, it really is not us. I love to just get along. Let's have a happy day. And if you're on that side, let's not talk politics, because, you know, don't just keep your mouth shut so we just think you're stupid. But I'm not saying that I'm not being specific to Haley in any way, shape, or form. But she smiled at the end. She gave me a nice goodbye. So I think everything is cool. And my sister Debbie, does she make the greatest mac salad on the planet? This is incredible. Did you have any of this? Did you have some, Billy?
I heard about it. I never had it.
It's still there's plenty in the refrigerator. The greatest macaroni salad. I would put this up against any. And of course, if my mother were here, I can just hear her, and she's probably saying it right now as she watches us on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. She's saying, "It's my recipe." I can hear my mom saying that. It's my recipe. But I'll tell you what, it is the greatest. And my mom made my favorite dish of all time. As a kid, my grandmother, my mother's mom, would make this dish called tamale pie. Oh. And I grew up eating this. I will take this over stone crab, over lobster, and I love stone crab and I love lobster. This is my favorite, and I had just a little taste this morning. Holy cow, it brought me back to 5 years old. Mentally, I'm about 5 anyway, but it was It is the greatest, and there's copious amounts of that in the refrigerator.
I'm going in.
Oh yeah, you bet your ass. We will have some after the show today.
Yeah.
But Mom's tamale pie, it was it's just ridiculous. So and then I noticed that Mark didn't buy enough ice. So
we got Mark to do it.
Yeah, so I called Mark and said, "Could you bring over ice, or should I just blow it out my A?" But I said the word, and Mark sent a text back saying, "Yeah, you should just you should do both." And so, but he did bring over a big old bag of ice, and thank you, Mark C.G. Boyer. So what a great time to spend with the family.
Yeah.
You just never know how many times like that, and that could have been it. Yeah, that's probably the first and last time that'll happen.
Nah, Christmas.
I know what you're thinking, Matt. You always talk about what a positive thinker you are, and I am. My glass is always half full.
He's positive he's going down.
But I'm also a realist, and things happen, so it's really nice. And my brother, kudos to my brother, even though he stiffed us on the show today. Kudos to him for putting this thing together.
Yeah, it's too bad it conflicted with the Chris Brown thing. It really is.
Out of all the damn Friday nights, it had to be that night, right? I mean, it's just It really is too bad. But maybe that's the way God meant it to be, because everything turned out very nice and no fighting. And when the clan gets together and little booze thrown into the mix, there can be some knockdown drag out. So nobody. Oh yeah. So anyway, it was great to see everyone, and Mom and Dad. Well, I love you because. I go on record at the end of each show. Kamala Harris, let's see. The thing we've learned about Kamala over the last 4 years is she's incredibly bad if she's not scripted. And my gosh, is that a plus for us? Because, Trump just sort of tells it like it is. Sometimes not the most articulate, but it comes right off right off that old tongue of his, and he tells you what he's thinking. Like the black press get together a few days ago. I just happened into that, watching that damn thing live. And so, of course, the left is saying, "Oh, he's a racist. No, the little moderator was exactly as he presented her to be, a nasty broad. You're just nasty. And she is. She's a nasty broad. Had nothing to do with race, but they're calling him out because, he's talking about Kamala Toe as being, I didn't even know she was black. That's what Trump said. I didn't even know she was black. First she's Indian.
Well, she professed to be Indian.
Right. Yeah. She's Indian. She went on record saying she's Indian, and now
and you see the Lib News. The Lib News making such a big deal out of it, but he was really actually very diplomatic about it.
Of course. Why? How is he wrong when he simply states the truth? Right. She's the one who said she was Indian. Right. So to make the statement, I didn't even know she was black, does that not make sense?
Right.
I thought she was Indian.
Right.
But then, of course, any chance, it's like, but I got to tell you, our black brethren, and I mentioned this a couple times on the show, I think that this could be the time when the whites and the blacks really get together. I think there could be a real true, not some false BS, but a real true kumbaya, where we're sort of, we're on the same page, man. Yeah. We're loving America, and we have our sights on one guy that can fix this. So I'm looking forward to great things from our black brethren at the voter booth, because I think they've seen the light, and they are noticing how the Democrats have promised them the friggin' world and screwed them every chance they get.
Giving them the exact opposite.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, it was Trump that we had the greatest economy. We had the greatest economy. But old Kamala Toe, she's fine if you put her in front of the teleprompter and you tell her what to say. But, man, when she actually has to answer questions based purely on her knowledge and maybe policy issues, it's a disaster. It is a disaster.
But it is a problem that she can read the teleprompter. That's a problem.
I know, but it's not a problem, because we need to make sure that she gets out there in the public, and
doesn't have one.
She doesn't have one.
Right.
Well, wait. How many voted for her?
Zero.
Oh, zero. That's right. I have to refresh my memory on that because are you saying no one voted for?
I'm saying in the words of the great Ralph Odierna,
no, zero. I think it's a good idea for the president to debate her because he's a guy that he feeds off other people. I mean, you can tell. You know, he feeds on this, and he's so natural. And
but will he control himself?
Oh, yes, because he knows that we need him to fix America.
So he's going to piss him off.
No. That's the point. He's a smart man. And by the way, if he loses it, then, and I'm telling you this, screw him. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's who he is. And I think he will keep it together.
He's proven so far that he has really kept it together.
I believe their game plan is you gotta piss him off. Yep. You gotta say something to piss him off.
Gotta be it.
Because we need that one unhinged moment.
Yep.
That's what they're looking for.
Yep.
I don't think he'll bite.
And I'm sure they're gonna prep him for it.
Yeah.
He's already.
And you don't think that he loves a crowd for a debate? He loves crowd, man. Oh, he loves it. And a crowd would see. It didn't matter the debate between he and Biden. It just didn't matter. A crowd, no crowd. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
And you could tell by the split screen because they didn't have to do that. That they were doing that to throw Biden under the bus. They wanted him, meaning the lefties. They wanted Biden out. Well, they knew this was going to be a train wreck.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they never would have split the screen so you could see Trump's reactions like that, because that just added insult to injury. And once again, old Donald's smart enough to let him hang himself, man. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm hoping this debate happens, but Kamala says she refused to debate former President Donald Trump. I think this just came down today. She says she's not doing it. Political insiders perceive ABC News as an ally of the Democrat Party. Oh, really? A little bit. Although Fox News is not, and by the way, and this is true, Fox News over the last several years not generally been pro-Trump. They really have not.
Well, no.
And he's had his bone to pick with Fox News as well, and especially since Paul Ryan, that little what a weasel. That guy's a weasel. Remember, former Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan? He is a weasel, and he's a Trump-hating son of a bitch, man. And he's a member of the Fox Corporation Board of Directors. So, yeah. Who is it here? I'm trying to see. Who is it that went on record as saying Donald Trump is running scared and trying to back out of the debate he already agreed to and running straight to Fox News to bail him out? He needs to stop playing games and show up to the debate he already committed to on September 10th. Oh, so this is the Harris Campaign Communications Director, Michael Tyler, saying this.
Of course.
So, yeah, so Trump is running scared. The man that was almost assassinated and then got his ass off the ground and pumped his hand in the air while his ear is bleeding, not knowing how severe the injuries were to him, because there's no way of knowing at that point. He could be dying for all he knows. Yeah, that's the guy running scared. Yeah. Hey, Michael Tyler, you've got to know you're an imbecile. And my God, I look forward to that day you lose. Because America wins. Yeah, the vice president will be there one way or the other to take the opportunity to speak to a primetime national audience, he says. We're happy to discuss further debates after the one both campaigns have already agreed to. Mr. Anytime, Anywhere, Anyplace should have no problem with that, unless he's too scared to show up on the 10th. Yeah, that's Donald Trump. He's scared. Trump said he agreed to debate Harris on Fox News on September 4th. The debate was previously scheduled against Sleepy Joe on ABC, but has been terminated. Yeah, I think we know why. The Fox News debate will be held in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania at a site in an area to be determined, he continued. The moderators of the debate will be Brett Baer and Martha McCallum, and the rules will be similar to the rules of my debate with Sleepy Joe, who's been treated horribly by his party, but with a full arena audience. That's Trump. He says he's game to do it. We'll be this after back.
Buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that cold?
Got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away. Dance to the music that the DJ play. Well, all right. And then the lights come on. Yeah. Like you knew they would. That's cold. Gone home and face the music. That don't sound too good. Ain't that good? Listen. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Oh!
This is Outlaw Radio.
You want to turn my mic up? There you go. Thank you.
Sure, of course.
Thank you, Tattoo
You're the host
Dave.
of the show.
Thank you, Tattoo Dave. Billy Dilly, our HR man, has threatened to leave us for the last hour of the show because he has important business to do as a human resources magnate, and that is what is your duty outside there?
I'm gonna start a grill and get it all ready and cook something for you to eat.
I mean, the thing is, we have so much food from the party last night in the refrigerator, including tamale pie, that I'm still looking forward to you braising some cattle. So, yeah, I look forward to that. And Billy, once again, congratulations on quitting smoking, man. That's a
biggie.
That is a monumental feat, and for giving up drinking for about 30 seconds. That was fun. And also, did you see he just hit his head on the microphone?
Yeah.
That was the noise you just heard.
It was the bill of his hat.
Yeah, you could have seen him do that if you'd watched.
I didn't hear it.
If you'd watch us on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, you have to punch it in that way on YouTube, on Rumble, and the fine radio stations throughout the country. So as it stands, Kamala says no debate September 4th. Ain't going to do it on Fox.
Yeah.
And of course, the White House trying to keep Iran from getting nuclear capabilities via diplomacy like they don't already have it. You know, we had that nipped in the bud with old Trump.
Yes, we did.
I mean, why is this a close race? Anyone? Why is this even a close race?
Yeah.
We had this nipped in the bud, and my God, if that ain't a threat, if Iran having a nuclear weapon ain't a threat, because these are, out of everyone, even Kim Jong-un, even considering him, these are nuts, man. These are nasty nutbags. And, of course, the diplomacy, it hasn't worked. White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby, boy, this guy is weasel deluxe. I mean, anytime he speaks, you see it. The guy is hemming and hawing, and he's as bad as that French-named chick who's a lesbian and a black. You know, it's not about DEI, though, right? They didn't choose her because she's a black bisexual, or is she a full-on lesbian?
I think she's a lesbian.
A full-on lesbian?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay. Kim Jong, Pierre Beaurivage. But yeah, she's an idiot. Boy, do they have, come to think of it, do they have a bunch of idiots there in the old White House these days? It's sort of embarrassing being an American. I mean, it's just a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, the diplomacy just it hasn't worked, and Lindsey Graham, of course, I don't know. I sort of like the guy, but anyway, the wind blows with that dude. And Russia wants to take more American hostages for more trades. Biden did outstanding job with swap. That was on the broadcast of MSNBC's Katie Tur reports. Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Senator Ben Cardin stated that we know Russia wouldn't hesitate to take more Americans as hostages in an effort to make additional trades, but President Biden did such a great job.
So great.
Yeah.
It was so great.
Well, he's so good. He's
so good.
Hey, you know what? We have just enough time to play this special request. A new pill that can help you. It's a blue pill, and if you just punch in brain, it's 60 seconds, and coming right out of that, you're going to hit a song, and we're going to go to break. But please, and don't have this pumped up all the way. I don't know. We're having volume controls, but what else is new when, I'm also the chief engineer of this damn show. So here we go.
I used to believe everything I see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interest at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day. When my disregard for third-grade biology began to flare up, I knew it was time for a brain.
Do not try a brain if you're allergic to a brain. Common side effects may include accountability, discernment, homeschooling your kids, a better understanding of economics, awareness of the stupidity of socialism, and diarrhea.
For tethering yourself to reality, the only no-brainer is choosing a brain. Ask your doctor.
Hey. Okay. Hey, speaking of mind-numb celebrities and taking advice, Ben Stiller, Jason Bateman, Kathy Griffin, among the stars joining Comics for Kamala event, which I'll tell you all about when we return in mere seconds on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the greatest radio stations. Huh.
Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop. Skip it. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh!
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
At the Lightning Lounge.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
At the Lightning Lounge.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
Yeah.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Joe's moving kind of slow today. Up till 6 a.m. This morning, drinking, smoking, interrupting. Woo! Quite a party with my niece and nephew and my brother Mart, and prior to that, great party with most of my family. Sans my other brother, Michael. Well, I guess, where the hell does he live? Do you remember?
Is it Playa del Rey or something like that?
No,
or?
it's not Playa. The reason. There's a reason why I asked you. And
Pacific Palisades?
Yeah,
That's it.
Thank you, Mark C.G. Boyer. It's Pacific Palisades. The reason I mention that is because, now, boy, if this isn't Schadenfreude of me, Schadenfreude-esque of me, but it is because yeah, okay. And Mom and Dad, forgive me for this, because, this is your son, Michael, and I love it. Okay, first let me prop him up by giving you the honest-to-God truth. The man is one of the top greatest musicians, songwriters in the history of the music business who you'll never hear about because he just won't put the hammer down. I'm telling you, not one to boast, I know a hit. And this kid, who's not such a kid anymore, I think he's 50 now, but still a kid to me, my baby brother, he is a hit-writing machine. And just won't do anything with it, man. If he did the right thing, he'd be worth probably at the very least $20 million right now, because he writes in the style of John Lennon, a lot of minor chords, which I love, and pure brilliance. So the kid, 50, kid, is tremendous. So did I stroke him enough so I can now throw him under the bus?
Give it a shot.
Okay. I just want to make sure I propped him up enough so I can. Okay, so here's where Schadenfreude sort of is thrown in. When I heard about where he's living, Pacific Palisades, you said? No.
Yes.
No, see, that's not right either. That's not right. No, it's farther south down the coast, and it is. I guess it doesn't matter to the story, but I wanted to be specific about this. This specific area where he lives, they had to cut the natural gas there.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well,
because you heard about this.
Yes.
They had to cut the natural gas because it's that area slowly slipping into the ocean, and the land movement is causing calamities, and they had to shut the gas so there would be no fires, and I don't know, and I'm thinking about my brother, and it's like, okay, what's he going to do with that? Do you think he's using gas? I mean, a lot of people use gas, and why I'm getting a kick out of this, I don't know, maybe because we're not in touch, and we were so close for so many years, and then all of a sudden one day he turned on me. I could be. At least I'm 100% honest with you. We all have foibles, man. We all have foibles. I mean, if you put me up there on that pedestal as though I'm God, and why would you do that? I'm kidding. I know, I'm kidding. But, we all have our things, our bailiwicks, our foibles. Palos Verdes, that's right. Palos Verdes, beautiful area on the coast. However,
they all start with a P.
Yeah, they do. But not so beautiful, I think, if your gas is cut off. But there's a part B to this too. Because of the land movement there, they may have to cut off all the water as well. So I don't understand how that's livable at that point.
It becomes not.
I mean, are they gonna do to that area what they did to that area next to LAX? Our beautiful airport here in Los Angeles, and there was an entire housing community that overlooked the ocean right next to LAX, and it was built up. And I forgot what the estate's name was, but these are houses that went for a pretty penny. And then one day the government stepped in and said, nope, there are butterflies here that need to be saved. And it is a butterfly tranquility.
Portuguese Bend.
Portuguese Bend what?
Area. That's what it says here.
Okay, you're not.
He's talking about your.
I don't need I don't need to be. If he was talking about the LAX adjunct, that'd be correct. But I know he's not.
No, he's talking about your Palos Verdes. So.
Why do I need to know specifically where it is? Anybody?
Well, you asked.
No, and you said Palos Verdes. Someone said Palos Verdes, and they asked and answered. Oh, God, man, I would kick you off my jury so quick and make your head spin, Mark.
Yeah, but,
don't make him happy.
You're guaranteed a hung jury.
No. That would you got to understand something, Tattoo Dave. That doesn't make him happy. He wants to be there. He's the one called in for jury that he wants to be there. He doesn't turn them down.
I skip and hop.
He doesn't throw it in the garbage. I'm not saying anyone should or anyone does. I would never. You know. That you of course you report, but simply saying the first inclination might be that it ends up in the dumpster, right? I mean, it could.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. But Mark C.G. Boyer, he gets one of those. You know what he's doing?
He frames it.
He's high-fiving himself. Yeah. Yay! Yay! I get to make other people miserable. Yeah. Oh, and the way and Mark C.G. Boyer's skewed way of looking at things. Do you want him on your juror? Do you want him to be a juror for you? No.
But you know what? The jury doesn't want him either. So that's the problem. If the judge accepts him, the jury will kick him out.
Yeah. So anyway, this place right off of LAX, beautiful view of the ocean. It is a moth sanctuary, and they kicked all the landowners and all those people that invested money lost a huge chunk of change. That was like 40 years ago, something like that, and it's still there. And if you think I'm lying and you're visiting Los Angeles,
look it up.
Go behind LAX, man. There it is. Moth sanctuary. And back to no good moths. Well, they do turn into butterflies, and those are beautiful creatures. And I'll tell you what, if I was on the Los Angeles Planning Committee, you bet, you human beings, get out. We have moths to save. Ben Stiller, Jason Bateman, Kathy Griffin. Boy, there's the threesome that you really want to hang with. A packed roster of Hollywood comedians will host a virtual fundraiser. Comedians, isn't that sweet that they call Kathy Griffin a comedian? I think that is...
Generous to a fault.
They are, yeah, very generous, and they bend over backwards for this lovely and never ill will on anyone. Not from Kathy.
Sweetest of sweet.
They're going to hold a virtual fundraiser for Kamala Harris, the latest effort by entertainment industry elites to stuff Kamala's coffers with hard cash. Ben Stiller, and I've never been a fan of the dude. I liked him in that movie with my former buddy Richard Tyson, Something About Mary. I like that scene where Tyson slams his head into the desk. You know, that was funny. That was very, very funny. But by and large, Ben Stiller, for some reason, has always rubbed me the wrong way.
I'll tell you a story about him.
Okay, hold on a second. And I am interested. But he's always rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, he's a prick.
Now, his parents, the sweetest, nicest...
funny.
The nicest and talented and funny and great actress and great actor and tremendous talents that I had the pleasure, and believe me, when I say it was an honor to spend a couple hours with them at the Beverly Hills Hotel broadcasting this show live so many years ago. You know, I got to dig up some of this and play it for you because you'll get a kick out of it. Yeah. But I love his parents, but Ben Stiller... Give me a Ben Stiller story. So this is a personal story?
Yeah, personal story. I used to work for a motorcycle shop back in the day, building Harleys and blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And we got hired to...
Do you know how to build Harleys?
Sure.
You do?
Yeah.
You know the mechanics of it? That's cool.
Yeah. It was fun at the time. But we got hired to reproduce the Easy Rider bikes, the bikes from the movie Easy Rider.
Yeah, right.
Because they did Starsky and Hutch. The movie Starsky and Hutch was Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that.
Horrible. But so we built the bikes, and then they asked us to bring the bikes down to the parking lot at Hollywood Park Casino, where they brought a trailer and they brought Ben and Owen so we could teach them how to ride and start the bikes. Ben Stiller would not come out of his trailer.
Is that right?
Yep.
You mean for hours or did
Never came out.
He just wouldn't come out.
No. And then eventually eventually, I guess someone else showed him how to ride the bike, and eventually he was nice enough to autograph the tank of the bike for the owner of the shop or whatever.
So there was hubbub on the set that the guy's a prick.
It wasn't even the set. It was off camera, off everything, just the trailer, just for them to come down and have a place to lodge, in the interim. But he never came out.
See, Tattoo Dave, not one to boast, but I am a good judge of character.
Yeah.
I always thought the guy was sort of a piece of crap. And I'll tell you what, he's proving me to be 100% spot on again, because Ben and pack roster of Hollywood comedians holding a virtual fundraiser for Kamalato. Ben Stiller, Jason Bateman.
It's a bummer for me to hear Jason Bateman's name in that, because I actually really like him.
Well, you can still like him, but here's a guy that I was at, I forget the event, but some small award show for character actors. This must have been 8 years ago. And dude arrives on stage, and I instantly knew that I disliked this guy. And I whispered to Lori Downey Jr., I said, I hate this guy. And he's a comedian that I can't stand, because he's one of these one of these Kathy Griffin types that is so hateful and hates Donald Trump as much as you can hate a person. And his name, Patton Oswalt. I can't stand this little friggin' gnome. I can't stand him. And by the way, cage match, Patton, I'm in. I would love that. But he's a puss. Guy's a puss.
I don't know who he is.
Oh, yeah, good. You're not missing anything. He's a quote-unquote comedian.
He's a diminutive individual.
Yeah, he's a gnome. Rosie O'Donnell will be part of this. Boy, all the usual suspects, all set to make an appearance on the Zoom call. Other participants include Cicely Strong. Anyone?
I've heard of her.
John Hamm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, I like him too.
Real men.
Yeah, I like John Hamm, man.
Yeah.
Catherine Hahn, don't know. Ed Helms, I sort of know that guy.
Yeah.
John Stamos, always knew that guy was a big lefty idiot stick. I had him on the show. I've had damn near everyone on the show at one time or another. And John Hamm was on the show, from the co-creator of The Simpsons. Why can't I think of his name? Sam Simon. Sam Simon, who was a regular on this show. Sam, who was, and God rest his soul, a 100% dyed-in-the-wool nutbag, and worth Oprah money, because his deal with The Simpsons, with Matt Groening, his deal was, he said, you know what? You don't have to pay me anything. I'll just take the merchandise rights. Wow. How smart was this guy?
Wow.
Yes, and made an absolute fortune. Well, we broadcast from his house, and beautiful house. In fact, he has so much money, he took over the mansion next to him as well and connected the two.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's who this guy is. And who was there as one of his guests, and a guest on my show, John Stamos. And I simply talked about his former girlfriend, and I was asked not to talk about her, but then I thought, well, what else do I have to talk about with John Stamos than his former girlfriend?
With Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, that gorgeous gal. And I don't believe I ever brought up his belly button, but I'm going to tell you this, that if you want to be grossed out, and if you want a weight loss program, and you're really hungry and you're getting ready to eat, but you need to lose a couple pounds, I want you to find a picture of John Stamos' belly button. It'll make you heave. Let's see, a couple I'm not making this crap up, man. And you folks who listen to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio and watch us on YouTube, you know that I tell you the truth. Max Greenfield, don't know who that is. Tom Arnold, always a prick. That guy's a piece of crap. Nick Offerman, yeah, isn't he from one of the networks?
It's Offerman, I believe.
No, I think it's Offerman. Tim Heidecker and Chris Messina. Representative Eric Swalwell. Oh, yeah. Isn't he the guy that showed his genitalia on a Facebook Live or whatever the hell that was, and he was pleasuring himself.
On a Zoom call or something.
I think that's old Eric. Boy, do they have the sweetest people on their side, don't they?
Yeah.
Organized the event.
It's a perfect representation.
Yeah, oh, you bet your ass it is. Saying he reached out to Dana Zolden, owner of Stand Up New York, and producer Jamie Patrikoff to organize the event. President Biden so graciously stepping aside and he was forced out. God, you people. Who's buying this?
Yeah.
They are.
You idiots are buying this. Graciously stepping aside, passing the torch has just energized so many people, Swalwell said, contradicting the many reports stating the Democrat Party elites and donors forced Biden out of the race because, well, it appears that's what happens. So it'll be free, but donations will be encouraged. The event follows
Nothing is free.
Yeah, the event follows the week's White Dudes for Harris that raised more than $4 million and featured numerous celebrities, including Jeff Bridges, Mark Hamill, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Oh, it's too bad. But you sort of had an inclination that guy would be that way. He's a good little actor, and he is a little guy. You know what this White Dudes for Harris is, really? I think it's... Don't get me wrong, but I think it's more of the it's the white dudes for Harris. Need I say any more?
Nope.
It's just the white dudes for Harris, and so they're not really dudes. Can we just say that they're really
anti-dudes?
They're not really manly men. So saying white dudes for Harris,
I don't think Mark understands what you're saying.
It's a friggin'
They're anti-dudes.
It's a friggin' misnomer. Hollywood elite showing little enthusiasm for Joe Biden even before that wonderful debate performance that resulted in his beautiful exit from the race. Since his departure, Hollywood has been endlessly hyping Kamala Harris. Oh, the aggressive pushing of this broad on social media and on the news, and everything is slanted toward her. And isn't this a great thing? No, it's not a great thing because she's not a great person. She's as bad a person as Biden, and her politics are worse than Biden, more left than Biden, and that's a tough putt, man. Total inability to secure the southern border. Absolute inability to secure the southern border. And I think when she finally arrived there, it was the good part. You know, whatever the good part of the border is, that's where Kamala went. 10 million illegal aliens just flooding the country. Yeah. Preferential treatment from the federal and local government over U.S. citizens. Yep. And that's why New York City has gone just down the tubes. When you give illegal immigrants a $2,000 MasterCard and a place to live in Midtown Manhattan, why the hell wouldn't you come across? Come on in, man. I'm there. Yeah.
It's the American dream, but not for Americans.
Yeah, how about that? Why is there a gray area? Why should there be a gray area here?
No.
What are these people on the left? Who are these people? They're people who hate America. You simply hate America. Or you're fire starters. You like tumult. I don't get it. You don't care, especially the Hollywood elites, because they make so much money that spending $10 for a dozen eggs isn't going to affect them.
There was an old saying, a bleeding heart liberal.
Yeah.
And I think this is what you're talking about. They're more concerned about feelings and people that are in trouble than the people that are here and are citizens.
Well, but they're not. But here's even to add on to that. They don't really care.
Yeah, they don't care.
What they're doing is they want you to think that they care, and they want to think that they care. Are you following me?
Yeah.
They want to think, but it's all BS. It's like the Upper West Side idiot sticks in New York. They have their black maids and the servants. Oh, we like the blacks. Yes, as long as they're serving you. You don't want equality. And by the way, let's not even talk equity here, because that's a Kamala friggin', that is a mantra from her, and that's the worst thing possible, and it is the most un-American concept on the planet. That is AKA Marxism. Equity is Marxism. We should all be here. And what I'm doing on camera here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, I'm putting my fingers together the same level. No matter how much, we should all make the same amount of money. That is communism. Yes, Mark?
When I was a child, there was a small supermarket or Staples store, the general, eggs and milk and bread, on Ventura Boulevard, just past the casino park.
Don't tell me where it is.
It was called Jurgens.
Okay, yeah.
My father worked there.
Right.
Its purpose was to make sure no one, the plebes, the average person, would come in to buy there because they charged twice for everything. And it was just there for the
Hold on.
Hollywood.
They charge twice or twice the amount?
Twice the amount.
Okay, let's just clarify.
So only celebrities would come in, so they weren't being bothered.
But by the way, I have no problem with that. If you can afford it and that's what you're looking for, see, that's also the American way. That's commerce. That's simply commerce. If you can make a buck doing that, fine. Some have called Gelson's, that store, the same sort of way.
It's very similar.
Upscale and very expensive,
but
you're not
beautifully run.
You're not going there to grab a bargain, not at Gelson's.
No.
So it's the same damn thing.
Right.
And by the way, fine. Have a great time.
If you can get away with it, do it.
Yes. Great
God,
business.
there's so many celebrities.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, James Carvell, he's not buying all this hype about Kamala Harris. And by the way, he's a guy you can listen to. Because he's a dyed-in-the-wool friggin' Democrat and a demagogue. And this guy is a guy, when he makes a statement, he's trying to tell the Democrats, watch out. He said, we need to keep our heads down. Keep our heads down. He says the Dems are not close to beating Trump. He's been a strategist for those idiot sticks on the left for years. He said on MSNBC's The Beat that Vice President Kamala Harris was not close to beating former President Donald Trump in November. Something to think about.
Yeah.
James Carvell said that not even close to beating, and guest host Michael Steele said, I want to touch on a little bit of the noise he made earlier this week, which I personally appreciated and wanted to make sure people understood what I thought of what you said when you cautioned folks. All the exuberance, all the excitement we are seeing right now in the campaign is good. It's healthy. It is important, particularly given the campaign for Joe Biden. Your point is, don't let that exuberance cloud you to the reality. You still have a race to run here. Republicans are going to gird themselves, and they're going to come out at it hard. And so take that enthusiasm and make sure it is channeled through infrastructure on the ground. I will let you speak to some of what you said. He said, thank you, sir. Because you said exactly what I was trying to say, and you said it better than me. And people would be wise to listen to Dave Wasserman, who you just had on. He's a very wise man who said, if we need to win this thing, we have to win by 2. Some people say we may even have to win by 3. That's a crock of crap. It's the other way. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
We have to win by an S load in order to win.
Right.
So there's no cheating.
Right.
But God bless you, Elon Musk, and your funds every month, gazillions of dollars, to try your damnedest to make sure this is a fair election.
Yeah.
That's a good American.
Yes, it is.
And isn't he an African American? He's an African American. He's an African American. Yes, he is.
And it's too bad he was run out of the state by Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. And it was over a simple thing.
Children.
And children.
That's not a simple thing, but
it tells you what this man is made of.
Yes.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, he's a good man. And old piece of crap governor here, he doesn't give an S. Doesn't give an S. Your kid might be going through a transition. In school, those teachers do not have to make
you aware. Right?
She or his parents aware in any way, shape, or form that they're being called by other names in school.
Yeah.
Mrs., she, Shem, whatever the hell the moniker is. And so Elon had quite enough of this. And, you know, it's interesting. It came down to that. Less business and more about social things. Good going, Elon, man. God bless you, buddy.
I've gone to ground. I'm watching porn in my hotel dressing gown. And now I dream of you, but I still believe there's only enough for one in this lonely hotel suite. The journey's long, and I feel so bad. I'm thinking back to the last day we had. All fades into the night. Soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though I'm not supposed, we have a chance. On a clear day, I'll fly home to you. I'm bending time, getting back to you. Open fades into the night. And soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though we're miles apart, we are each other's destiny. I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though we're miles apart, we have a chance.
Arbitron and search rated #1.
This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, the man who is always right.
Yeah, well, I love you, Upstate Mary, and thank you for listening and watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. But you're wrong saying that John Stamos' belly button is cute as a button. Not cute. It's gross. John Stamos' belly button is... You know, but if you want to go on a diet, I want you to take a look at that before you're about to eat. It ain't pretty. And thanks to Chris Conley, good dude, man, who runs one or two of our radio stations in good old Wisconsin. He sent me a nice note, and Chris Conley is one of the good guys. He does the morning show there on WSAU, and just simply one of the good dudes on our side, man. Freedom fighter. And in the pivotal state of Wisconsin, What do you think, man? Is Wisconsin going our way this time?
It sure looks that way.
I have a good feeling about this. You know, all the folks we met from Wisconsin, and we met thousands via email and, through my Facebook page. My personal Facebook is MATTALAN. That's 2 words, Matt Allen. And so you don't inbox me. What do you do? Instant Messenger, whatever the hell that is.
Private message.
See, I'm not really good with this social media stuff. You know, I just
Luddite.
But I am a Luddite. But I do want you to know that if you have a chance, go ahead and like us and do whatever you have to do there on YouTube. Hit the like button. I think that helps. And for the throngs of you who watch us, why don't you? Is it that difficult? Am I asking too much for you to do that?
Absolutely not. No.
Well, not for you. Yeah, I bet you haven't even done it, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
See? And I knew that. You see, busted. I knew it. Not even Mark has done that. I mean, how difficult is that? So, and then subscribe.
Friends doing it. I just tell my friends, just do it. Even if you don't watch. Like, subscribe.
Right.
Help us out.
Yeah. It certainly it spurs the analytics into full gear. Mark can't depend on him for anything except ice.
And sweets.
And an occasional tri-tip.
Yeah, but Hey, the tri-tip last week, boy, that was excellent. Oh, that was phenomenal. Hey, this is a dude that has sort of, in my opinion, thrown himself under the bus because he was such an inarticulate load, and all the things that he called Trump and so on. And I'm not really certain that this is the right one that I want to play. I'll know in the first couple seconds, but because I think I erased the ones where he's calling Trump a pig effer and a pig D word and all that. Let's just see what this one. This is Michael Rapaport.
If it comes down to pig dick Donald Trump, and smoking Joe Biden,
right? Okay, stop. So this is the one. So this is the one, and you got to make a little note. I got to bleep this for our beautiful terrestrial radio stations. But this is the one where he's had sort of a, this beautiful idea that Trump may not be the bad guy, and it doesn't sound like it, here in the intro. But I think this is the one. So let's play this, and then I have some Michael Rapaport news. Here we go.
if it comes down to pig dick Donald Trump and smoking Joe Biden, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I am sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Voting for pig dick Donald Trump is on the table. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm fucking I'll still call him slob dick Donald Trump, pig dick Donald Trump, and all that.
Well, good for you. You're consistent.
But we need to get this whole fucking situation under control.
You think?
That's it.
Is that it? Okay. Yeah. So that was a couple months ago. Now this is brand new. Michael Rapaport admits, I was wrong about Trump. Actor and comedian. I've never seen his stand-up. Anybody out there see his stand-up? No. Okay, but anybody out there, text us or let us know. Write a comment there on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. Because I would like to know, is the guy funny at all? So Michael Rapaport admitted just a couple days ago that he was wrong about President Donald Trump. He's been outspoken in his defense of Israel since October 7th. That's what sort of did it for him. He spoke to Sage Steele on her podcast. Hey, good afternoon, Sage Steele with you. Here's Kaja Gugu, followed by Madonna. On the Sage Steele Show on your drive. 72 degrees on the outside. There were so many bad disc jockeys. They gave us a bad name. 78 degrees on the outside. Partly cloudy, windy. I also hate it when these local stations here in Los Angeles, I pretty much only listen to one AM conservative talk station here. And when they give the weather forecast, they never give the forecast for tomorrow. And they're giving a forecast, at 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon here, and they're talking about how it's going to be today, and that pisses me. I'm sorry, but that pisses me off. It's like, where's the program director to say, we know what the weather is today? See, we're already there, so we're coming to you because we want to know what the weather will be tomorrow. Am I wrong, Dave?
No, of course
right?
not.
But I'm telling you the
insane.
truth. It just drives me crazy. I'm sorry, but it drives me crazy. I'm sorry. For years, Rapaport has been notorious for his attacks on Trump. I guess I can just say it because since I have to bleep a lot in this segment anyway. But Rapaport, whom he referred to Trump as Pig Dick, which I think is, boy, that's colorful. That's, I've never, and by the way, in all the pigs I've eaten, I've never, in all reality, seen that part of their body. But I'm not searching.
Yeah, I don't want to search either.
I'm not looking for it. Imagine how stupid Pig Dick Donald must feel. That's why he won't concede. He sucks at everything, even cheating. If rigging elections was a company, he would have bankrupted them. Pig Dick loser. Now, those are the things that came out of Michael Rapaport's mouth. Now, brand new. This was on Instagram or Twitter, his Twitter account. Michael Rapaport says, now, however, on the two issues he cares most about, the economy and Israel, Rapaport said he was wrong about Trump. I was wrong because I talked S about Jared Kushner. I was first in line talking S about Trump all day, every day. Rapaport said, adding that he still didn't like Trump's month or some of his behavior. That's what it is. I'm just reading what's on this page here. And it's quoted as month. I don't know what that means. But he admitted that Trump has been fully supportive of Israel and had drained Iran's ability to finance terror. Well, good. At least you're understanding what went on. I was wrong about Israel. I was wrong about economy stuff. He also said that he'd been ill-informed about President Donald Trump's policy on Israel and on how he turned the screws on Iran. Rapaport unendorsed President Joe Biden in May, and he said in February that voting for Donald Trump was on the table. He traveled to Israel in December to perform on television and show solidarity with Israelis against terror. So I don't know if he's, completely throwing his support, but, when a guy like this, who is so vehemently against Donald Trump, has sort of turned, I think doesn't that give you a sort of a sense of which way the wind is blowing?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it does. And even though, he's not coming out and saying it, I don't think he has to. I don't think he has to say
Well,
it.
just his turn, kind of says it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to get to this because I've had this for a couple weeks. Where in the hell did I put this thing? This is that, I think it's under Dinesh, Dinesh. I have a number here, but if you want to try to punch it in, where in the hell did I put this? Is it under Dinesh? I think it is.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, this is, what is the piece? I haven't heard this for a couple weeks.
Islamic.
But, yeah, I guess it's Dinesh interviewing someone from Islam, and this dude from Islam breaks this down so beautifully and so articulately that you want to play it for some woke lefty who will, maybe someone on the fence with an open mind. And because there's no way in hell that what this man is saying is not true. And Dinesh, good guy. I've been to a couple of events and talked with Dinesh. He is a lover of America and the American way. He's making bucks by putting out his conservative movies and so on. But this is he and some Islamic dude. Here we go.
When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I would fear the conservatives because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. Extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about abortion, go. Ilhan Omar, she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other, my body, my choice. Yes, go do that. But would she have an abortion?
Go do that.
Never.
How beautiful is that? Go do that. Don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, but pay attention. No climate change, global warming. Yes. I think that is so beautiful. And he breaks it down. This is a dude and he's wearing all the garb in this interview, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But he was, he's still Islamic, and I'm assuming probably Muslim, the Muslim faith, but he's not an extremist now. And he's sort of a guy that regained his senses. And I want to play this one more time. It's short, but it's so important that you listen to his words because it makes 100% sense what he's saying. Here we go.
When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I would fear the conservatives because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. Extremists are against gay.
And that's true. There are no principles. They're given us. Screw America. Let's blow it up and rebuild her. And as Barack Obama's wife said, I was never proud of America until now. Never proud to be in America. It's like, oh man, if that ain't Marxist talk, if that ain't commie talk, if that ain't hating America talk. And he talks about, these Islamic extremists, they hate gays and lesbians. They hate them. But yet these are the people on the campuses burning the American flag and all gung-ho for these folks. Explain to me how stupid must you be to support the people that if you stepped foot in their country, they would kill you. Yeah. They would annihilate you. I can't even wrap my arms around the imbecilic stupidity of such a person and the fact that these people are given a vote in the United States of America. Maybe we shouldn't be so free. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just, I'd say that tongue in cheek, but my God, burning the American flag. I want you gays and lesbians to step foot. Have a happy day. If it's so great, do you think they know that they will be killed, or they're so ridiculous and they live in this fantasy world that they're above it? That they feel that, well, no, the nicer we are, they'll finally get it. That we're on your side. They'll be screaming, "We're on your side!" as they're what are they doing, Mark?
The hanging.
As the knife is slicing right through their neck. Okay, a little more.
And homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that.
Get busy.
Want them go speak about the climate. Go speak about abortion. Go. And Omar, she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other. My body, my choice. Yes, go do that. But would she have an abortion? Never.
Yeah, go do that.
Never.
Yeah, go do that, Omar. Yeah. You go do that. Pay attention to that. Shark Tank O'Leary, he and P.S. He ain't no screaming conservative by any stretch of the imagination. He's the dude from Shark Tank and a real smart businessman. And he knows that the economy and what's left of it is due to the Biden regime. And he says that America will turn into Canada if Kamala Harris is elected. Said this a couple days ago on Fox News Channel's Jesse Waters Prime Time, that if Kamala Harris is elected in November, America will become Canada. And nothing against Canada or nothing, because there are some fine Canadians who have finally seen the light. And by the ugliness that Mick Jagger went through on stage a few weeks ago, mentioning how much he loves what's his name, Trudeau, this piece of crap, and we're a good friend. Boo. It's like, oh, maybe these Canadians have seen the light and they don't want sort of a dictator in charge.
Right.
That's the good news. And Alyssa Farah Griffin says it's a sign of mental decline that Trump didn't hide his racism. Oh, it's for any feasible thinking person. How do you take this seriously?
You can't.
This was on The View, of course.
Oh, of course.
She believes former President Donald Trump is mentally declining because he didn't even see. They want to get that narrative out there, and I mentioned this a week and a half ago that they're gonna talk about this age. They're gonna turn it into ageism too. He's too old to run,
right?
But Biden wasn't. Right. But now all of a sudden they've got this young, nubile, legs akimbo broad named Kamalato. And but Farrah Griffin says he didn't even try to hide or mask the racism during an appearance at a National Association of Black Journalists event on Wednesday. I saw it. I watched it. There was nothing racist in any way, shape, or form about anything he said. If speaking the truth and proven truth is racism, then I guess we're all racist.
Yeah.
I guess we're all racist.
You just got to look at the source. And
you do.
That's it.
Anyone on that view, man. Oh God bless you for watching that. I mean, you know what I want to say, as my friends in the South would say, bless your little heart. Bless your little heart.
Dr. Phil.
Bless your little heart.
Bless your little heart.
All right, we'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. I do want to mention when we return, rapper Waka Flocka Flame, because I love the name so much, and I'll explain why next on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, the greatest radio stations in the nation. Thanks for being there.
return to Outlaw Radio's Demons of Decadence.
We're fans of this bar with our fake solo cups and bourbon. Boy, this is one of the rare shows in a while. I have not partaken in any bourbon.
I was just going to say, Matt, this is a record. I've not had one sip. So this is the first sober show I've ever done.
So that's you and I both.
Yes.
Yeah, completely sober. This is going to turn out to be probably a real sucky show.
Yeah, I think it's going to be boring to the listener, and we might have to can it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, nothing but water. Well, that's... Yeah, when you get to be my age, staying up till 6 in the morning, drinking bourbon all night with your kinfolk, it certainly takes its toll, especially when you only get a couple hours sleep. But I don't know, I'm up and alive. I do look forward to heading outside and sitting out in the 150 degree temperatures, though.
Yeah, next to a barbecue.
Yeah, especially the waft of that.
It's so funny that you said that. I was trying to figure out a way. How am I going to tell? This is the first sober show I've ever done.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Same here, man. Yeah, what do you think, folks? Are we more articulate or just as dumb as ever? Rapper Waka Flocka Flame says, Trump, still my president. The rapper known as Waka Flocka Flame is doubling down on his support for former President Donald Trump's bid to reclaim the White House in November. That's the entire story, really.
Okay.
That's it.
Thanks for listening.
And, hey, gay jokes in Deadpool and Wolverine. Have you seen that, Mark?
No.
You wouldn't want to?
No.
I wouldn't have an aversion to seeing that movie.
I wouldn't either. Steve Abbott saw it. He messaged me about it.
Did he like it?
Yeah, he liked it and didn't like it a little bit. But I'm guessing it's because of what you just said.
But hold on. I saw one of the first ones, and the Wolverine. I saw Wolverine. I really liked that movie.
That was excellent.
That was right.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was good.
That's Hugh Jackman, right?
So, yeah. I like that guy a lot, man.
Yeah.
Gay jokes in Deadpool and Wolverine sparked backlash among LGBTQ plus movie critics. You see what's going on here? So Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine, one of the few unqualified hits of the summer, this thing is supposedly kicking ass, drawing massive audiences all over the world. It's mix of action and R-rated comedy. I think I got to see this.
Yeah, I'm going to probably. We should, Mark.
But one group isn't having a good time. LGBTQ plus movie critics who are calling out the movie for numerous gay jokes. Well, good for them.
Yeah, right.
Because nothing should be off the table in comedy on stage, movies, or television.
Yes.
Shouldn't be off the table.
They're only happy watching the Birdcage.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
No, we're equal opportunity offenders, and you should be, and take it like a man or a woman or an it or whatever, or a shem or whatever the hell you are. And look at this. GLAAD CEO, that's GLAAD CEO Sarah Kate Ellis, under fire following report of lavish spending and a Swiss chalet rental and home office renovation. The CEO of GLAAD, of course, the messiah of all LGBTQ organizations, has come under fire after a report revealed lavish spending habits, Swiss chalet, and her name is Sarah Kate Ellis, subject of a New York Times investigation.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
Wow.
But I'm seeing this more and more from the New York Times. Maybe they know that it's a fait accompli and Trump is the guy and they better get their act together. Maybe that's it. But they're looking into her spending, and for years, GLAAD, of course, the favorite charity of Hollywood elites and studios. Oh, they love it. Celebrities frequently appear at GLAAD fundraising events and their studio and talent agency executives. And GLAAD pressured Hollywood studios, if you remember this, to create more transgender character for TV parts and movies and so on. And the Times report threatens to upend GLAAD's status among those elites. It's already unleashed a war of words between the Times and GLAAD. And the reason I bring this up is this Sarah Kate Ellis is no different than Black Lives Matter and those two are there three lesbian Marxists who run that thing. It's the same thing. They use your money. They put all this money in their coffers, and then they use it for ginormous mansions and huge nights out. And, I'd say if you can get away with it, but it's so wrong. It's so wrong. But don't you understand that it's not about Black Lives Matter? It's about making these Marxist lesbians rich and thrilled to have a happy life in brand new mansions.
That's a dirty little secret of charities.
How
much goes to the charity versus the people running?
Yeah, and you're right about that, Mark. And you really have to do your due diligence because there are some great charities out there. But you have to do your due diligence to discover which ones they are. Thanks to my buddy, producer Tattoo Dave.
Thank you.
Mark C.G. Boyer. Look at that. You added a little something to the old show today, Mark. God bless you, and thank you for the ice.
What the hell happened?
My buddy...
where's the booze?
Where's the booze? Well, we'll get to that next, I guess. Our buddy Billy Dilly, our HR man, and good old Marine Billy out there cooking over a hot fire. My brother Mart, thanks. Well, you weren't here. No. Love Mom and Dad. It was so great to spend some time with you. Not enough time last night. I would love to see you again soon and get together, shoot BS, and have a good time. I love you dearly. My daughter Alexandra, you know how many times around the world I love you. God bless you. I'm Magic Matt. Please don't forget bumblebees can't fly.